Security has been beefed up in the Upper East region as part of efforts by the Regional Security Council to avert a possible terror attack on churches there. It follows the arrest Sunday of a Burkinabe man believed to be in his 50s, wielding a pistol with 2 rounds of ammunition at a Catholic church at Tamale in the Lambusi district. After hours of a security meeting that had religious leaders in attendance as well as Regional Minister Dr. Hafiz bin Saleh announced personnel from the formed police unit and contingent of military personnel from the Air Force in Tamale have been deployed to the region. JoyNews Upper West correspondent Rafiq Salam reports from Wa.
Upper West Regional Minister Dr. Hafiz bin Saleh assured the people of the region that they should not panic over yesterday's incident where a 51-year-old Burkinabe, Tebela Diziri Biligo, was arrested with a pistol loaded with 2 rounds of ammunition during a church service at Tamale in the Lambusi district. Dr. bin Saleh, in an exclusive interview with JoyNews after a Regional Security Council meeting, said they were leaving no stone unturned, hence the reason why they have beefed up the security with personnel from the formed police unit and the Ghana Armed Forces to patrol the borders. The meeting was attended by the leadership of various Christians and Muslim groups in the region.
We have put in place measures that would ensure that the safety of our people will continue. So that is why you see a lot of security operatives in the region. They are not centered in Wa. They are at strategic points where we think that people are likely to try to come into Ghana through. They are stationed there so that there will be a barrier to those persons. People who are genuine and they want to come into Ghana, they are allowed to come. But we will not sit down and allow any miscreants to come to the country to disturb our peace. We're not going to allow that.
Bishop of the Wa Diocese, Most Reverend Richard Kunye Bawop, said he was shocked by the incident. However, it was a wake-up call.
I think we've all been invited to help our people to be sensitive about security issues. And I think a catchphrase that was very well said is, if you see something, say something. And I think if we all adopt that attitude, we see something that is strange, we see somebody who is strange, no need to panic, but we need to say something so that those who can do something about it will do something and then inquire to find out what is really happening.
Chairman of the Local Council of Churches, Apostle George Apesara, was full of praise for the man who spotted the unknown gunman at the church.
That is really very good. That is what we even want to happen in our churches. Anyone who comes into worship, we should be security conscious so that we will know those who are coming and be vigilant so that we'll see what they are wearing, what they might be carrying, any bulky thing on their body. We should. So I'm very happy and proud about those who were able to get this tip off.
Sheikh Shaban Mohammed Al-Hassan of the Al-Sunnah wa Jamaat is surprised about the behavior of some people who claim to be fighting in the name of God and attack fellow humans. He condemned the act and called on the people in the region to take their personal security seriously.
When you hear things happening around you, you have to also start. As the Akan say, that when somebody's beard is burning, you fetch water and then you keep to yours. In case a situation happens, then you also what? You also save yourself. And so our neighbors, we have had incidences of bombings in the churches and other places. And so we have to take measures in order to prevent such from happening. So it is very good that we had a security briefing and also some kind of tactics that the religious bodies are supposed to put in place in order to help to check security in their premises, in the church buildings, in the mosque, and even in the public gatherings.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam. Wow.
Well, some churches here in Accra had to take some security measures when the attacks happened in Burkina Faso a few weeks back.
It's frightening. The people who come to church to worship God and give praise to God and then attacks and come and kill people. It's frightening. Bringing in extra security on a Sunday. We'll be changing our CCTV and more cameras, and we'll be training all our ushers. So we have a lot in hand which we will be doing in the next couple of weeks. So in certain, the taxi rank outside will be pushed away down the road. Motorbikes will not be allowed in. They'll be at a certain designated place.
Moving on to other stories. Today marks the 4th anniversary of the June 3 twin disasters when, in the middle of heavy flooding and rainstorm, an explosion at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle branch of the Guelph filling station in Accra killed at least 150 people and cast dark clouds over the entire nation. The streets of the capital from the accident scene were littered with bodies, while some were found in drains, taking authorities weeks to clear the remnants of the disaster. Though there's not been another twin disaster, the country continues to record deaths as a result of floods, and the victims are still living with the scars of the tragedy. Some of the victims, JoyNews is learning, are yet to be compensated. They complain of economic hardship while accusing government of neglecting them. Philip Ankra was at the Guelph filling station where the disaster struck 4 years ago and has come through with this report.
4 years in man for pin. Obi any so what to me aba baby say obi ase ana say because me feel hono enye your friend say isolated place obeka say hono to say ukwa na wakwa ho main road one obese ceremonial street wudru wo say if you when the problem no want to, you have to go to the house and ask if you need them penny for hunting me nka fie na me personal infant. Here, I need them because says I mean
in 2015 and I to Renchen Cassia and to say Kwame Nkrumah Circle. Me share me prayer. Na to Renchen see yananti hu be a problem be and abaya come now cry yina ho me da so face the problem no me nuanom mo ka ho omo awu omo da hospital omo aboda omo survival yo omo awu enyina ewo ho be nanka ne ne ye dwen se emfie nan no afi bia ba ye celebrate e de hye yenuanom omo afiri mu no se ye kro omo achi ya ye 2 years 3 years 4 years de na ho aye de amaye enti ya nkasa ye be hia ye tu anamon eko emi eye keke ami krori krote.
It was in 2015 that we faced this horrifying situation. I was behind the pump that very evening. We have done all we can to get the government to come to our aid, but to no avail. Today we came here to commemorate the day, but to our dismay, no government official was here. We had to go to the Krote College Municipal Assembly to protest before they agreed to come over to 936 for the memorial service. It looks like I have fully recovered, but the sad thing is I have not gained erection after this ordeal. We are pleading with the government to come to our aid.
Me kai ne me hunu mani so a me no gina ho ya e bia wo hunu sa obe kire o sa bia me boa enti na be hia ya ye be hia sa ye be kai nuanom o mo aye den afiri mu no e na e ba hanso na panyini bia ma so oba be ye den abe support ye te ni radio so ni TV station se mfie nan na dru panyini bia ma ye nchen embe ma ye yakọ ana se e ye ma mo hyeden panyini bia nka bi nkire ye.
Well, President Akufo Addo says his administration will not commit resources to resolve the perennial flooding of Accra if the people fail to change their attitude. According to him, government needs $67 million to dredge the Odo and Koli lagoons.
We're talking about these infrastructural matters. We must also talk about our own habits. That's right. We have to talk about our attitudes. We have a situation in our country, time and again, Ghanaians, we want this, we want that. But the attitudinal change that would enable us to be able to to bring value to these demands, that is always left out, up till today. Whilst as the Odo River is being dredged, there are still people at home who, when the rains come, think that the easiest way to deal with dirt in their houses is to throw it out into the gutters. Those things have to come to a stop. We all have to speak to each other in Ghana to bring those things to a stop. Because if we don't, no matter the investment that we made, at the end of the day, we'll be back to square one. And I'm not prepared to spend your money in that way again.
In a related development, businessman and founder of the All People's Congress, Hassan Ayariga, has accused the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, of demanding money to silt drains in its community. Mr. Ayariga, whose West Legon home was among many affected by flooding 2 weeks ago, said although he paid officials of NADMO 2,500 Ghana cedis, they have failed to fix the problem. He told my colleague Araba Kumsing he fears the worst if there is another heavy downpour.
What happened was that after this whole issue, NADMO came. And when NADMO came, they said that they were willing to help me desilt the gutter. Then I told them it's your responsibility. Don't say you're willing. But I say unless I give them money for fueling. So I said, no problem. Give me the estimate and then I'll look at it. So I asked people in the community to contribute. The community contributed 500 Ghana cedis. And then I said, okay, no problem. If the community has contributed 500 Ghana cedis, I will not even listen to the community because 500 Ghana cedis is going to do it. NADMO was demanding 8,000 from me. So I gave them 2,500 Ghana cedis. Today is almost getting to 2 weeks. They always call on and off. So that's why you see the gutter is still there. Normally by now, if NADMO hadn't come in, I would have done it my own.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that after this incident, NADMO came to you, they appealed to you for assistance, financial assistance, in order to do what they are mandated to do. Yes. And you've given them 2,500, and yet they haven't done it.
Yeah, they haven't done anything. You saw it. You are witness to what? Till date. They're always telling me 4 days, they will come, 5 days. How long can we wait? We're in June now. The last disaster was in 3rd June. So we should be expecting any rains from now. Even these cars, I have to take them out of this house very soon. Because I can't sleep when it rains. Because the whole community, everybody, you saw what happened. Others have been building
Can't sleep when it rains.
Yeah, I can't sleep when it rains. Because I don't know what is going to happen to the next person near my home or my house or the community. So I'm always awake with my boys trying to go around the gutters to desilt it on our own. When we have actually given our support to NADMO, if NADMO hadn't come in, I would have organized it on my own and do it. But that is their responsibility as a state. Because we pay taxes to them. And it's our duty to make sure that our gutters are clean.
But Deputy NADMO Coordinator Abu Ramadan has denied Mr. Ayariga's claims.
Ayariga should stop his hypocrisy. It doesn't do any of us good. The information my director has given me, a team went there, they did an assessment, a report was sent, the district was copied the report. And for that matter, the districts have their own earmark projects and drains that they are going to desal. Ayariga offered for that one to be done so that there won't be a recurrence of such an event again. And it is normal.
When you say Mr. Ayariga offered, are you saying that he's the one who actually made the move to pay the money and that the money was not demanded by the NADMO officials?
So when the team went there, they did assessment, he offered and said, okay, he would get the community to come together. So Ayariga gave them 2,500 as initial payment for work to be done. Later on, when the team of experts itself, the engineer was going to do the job, went there, they said they can't do that job within one. So the 2,500 was not adequate. They needed 8,000 to undertake that particular activity. He said, okay, then he will get back to the team with the rest of the money so that they can come and do the job. Till today, from what my officer who went there is telling me is that they are still waiting for him to call them and give them the rest of the money so that they can go and do the job for him.
But you say they're doing the job for him. It's for the community, not for Mr. Ayariga.
But he says he's paying it on behalf of the community. He says he's doing it on behalf of the community.
So in the event that Mr. Ayariga doesn't have money, are you saying NADMO will not do the job?
Araba, yes. NADMO will do a job to save lives. That place has not flooded before. That place is an area flooding problem. Right. NADMO will go in and desal to that drain.
President Akufo-Addo is urging Ghanaians eager to see corruption punished to be patient as a lot of work is being done. The assurance comes on the back of criticism since administration has been slow in acting. Addressing the Ghanaian community in Canada, President Akufo-Addo disclosed the Attorney General's office is prosecuting 21 former government officials for corruption. Commenting on the stewardship of the special prosecutor, he noted Martin Amedu will deliver when he is ready.
The Attorney General in the meantime has not been idle. People are saying there are no prosecutions. 21 people are on trial in Ghana today. 21. are on trial in Ghana today for corruption. Corruption, what does it mean? Really, we keep using this word corruption. The simple word for corruption is stealing, is theft. And there are people on trial for it in Ghana as I speak today. But one of the things that I am not prepared to do under any conditions is to do away with due process. I'm not. I fought for it all my life in Ghana, that we would have a state in Ghana which recognizes and accepts and acknowledges due process as a fundamental instrument of state policy. That has been it. So if you put somebody before court and that person is making application after application, whether it's to delay the process or whether the applications are genuine, you have to recognize the right to do it. And it is when those are exhausted, the trials can begin. Some of the trials have started. Those that were started, efforts were made to stymie them by going to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court dismissed those efforts, and the process is ongoing. Let us accept the judicial process as it is, work with it, knowing fully well that if tomorrow you are in trouble, you would also like to have due process applied to you. We're not going to have a situation where, for political reasons, due process is denied some people, but it is applied to other people. I will never, ever preside over Ghanaian state which does that kind of discrimination. So, it is, the lot is being done. Much more can be done. And much more is going to be made public to you in the not too distant future.
Go to God, get a warrant and arrest me if you think I've breached the law. These are the words of the NPP's national chairman, Freddy Boakye, to the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, SHRAJ. SHRAJ is investigating allegations of corruption against Freddy Boakye in the purchase of 275 buses for the governing party in the lead-up to the NPP's National Delegates Conference last year, following a petition from the Coalition for Social Justice. SHRAJ says neither Freddy Boakye nor his lawyers have responded to an invitation to assist with investigations. SHRAJ is threatening to cite Mr. Boakye for contempt. Now, speaking to JoyNews, Freddy Boakye cautioned SHRAJ not to be partisan in his dealings. He also apologized to members of the party for his inability to release the buses to the various constituencies almost a year after its arrival.
My brother, I'm saying that SHRAJ has not invited him, so far as I'm concerned.
They claim they've sent letters to your office. You've not received any letters?
Listen, I'm saying SHRAJ has not invited Freddy Boakye to their offices. They sometimes claim that they send letters to I have an office, no office and so forth. If you want to invite me personally, come with the letter. If you have not come to me with any letter, you keep on telling the whole world that you have invited Freddy Boakye and so forth. But just as he said that if we invite you and you don't come, there is a process they have to go through. Go with a warrant for your arrest. I believe it's not tell the world. SHRAJ is, I don't know who is involved in all this activity and making it look like as if they've invited me and I use my position as a chairman of my party and not respected their invitation or subpoena, as the case may be. I'm saying, how? If they do that, go to court. Ask for the court's order. Then come and arrest Freddy Boakye for being recalcitrant and disobeying a court order and so forth. Nothing of this. So they are busy granting interviews, going to the media, and almost be conducting themselves as their political machinery or involved in politics, party politics against the chairman of the ruling party.
So, Chairman, those who say that, I mean, you are dodging or probably violating or disregarding SHRAJ because of some nefarious activities into the procurement.
No, wait. Am I dodging? Am I refusing? These are two different things. What do they mean I'm dodging? Freddy Boakye in this country dodging. I have two offices known by everybody, most people, I would say. I have my house. A lot of people troop in to my house every day. My office is open. I go to my office every day. You have access. Everybody has access. If they are playing politics, they should tell me.
Chairman, thank you. But finally, you said 275 buses, 100 already in the system. When should we expect the remaining 175 then?
Well, I must first, we are involved in trying to, as it were, engage the STC and see that buses that we have facilitated, through some other means, to be distributed to or to be used and managed by STC for and on behalf of the constituencies that we have. And we've already arranged it. It's taken a little time because we encountered a few problems we've ironed out. I will apologize. I must take the opportunity to apologize to my constituency. That's taken a little time. At least 100 buses have been here since 11 months. Right. And you know it, I do, because the banks that have helped to do that, there are a few hurdles that we need to overcome.
Issues, problems with the bank?
It's not a problem, but definitely challenges regarding how the arrangement will be made to put in place so that it could be properly managed. We've gone through that. I believe from next week onwards, everything will be ironed out.
The Ghana Tourism Authority task force has closed down Villaggio Vista apartment located at Airport West and 2 other hotels for failing to acquire a license to operate. The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Kwesi Agyeman, says it is ready to close down 22 illegal operators in the hospitality sector across the country. F.R. Evans Chinwe report.
Plans to ensure high standards in the hospitality industry, the Ghana Tourism Authority has started closing down facilities operating without licenses. Facilities targeted by the Ghana Tourism Authority are hotels, drinking spots, restaurant, movie centres, service apartments and fast food joints. Briefing the media, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Kwesi Agyeman, said licensed institutions that do not meet the standards required by the authority would not be left out. He described as unfortunate the decision by some people to establish facilities without going through the needed process, promising no one will be spared. The Villaggio apartment is one of such.
So all the illegal operators that we have, we are embarking on an exercise to weed them out, and through that exercise also go back to those who are even legal, but whose standards do not meet the minimum standard that we have set for ourselves. And so we put in place a national task force who are starting from the Greater Accra region and will move from here to other regions. By the end of June, we will have cleaned up the system.
He added that those whose standards do not meet the requirements would be given the opportunity to rectify their mistakes.
Now, for those whose standards do not meet the requirements, we'll give them an opportunity to clean up their act. There are certain things that need to be put in place, and once they're able to meet those requirements, then they can be reopened for business. For those who are illegal, we will ask them to go through the due process of registration of their business. I mean, and once you're registering, there are other agencies that are involved, building permits, EPA permits, police reports of the operators, and all those things come to play.
Mr. Agyeman further stated that a national task force, including security officers, have been instituted to carry out the operations. The team will be in the Greater Accra region from Monday, June 3 to Friday, June 7, then move to Tema from Monday, June 10 to Tuesday, June 11. The exercise will end in the Volta region from June 29 to July 2019.
All right, that'll be all for the bulletin. My name is Israelite. Thank you very much. Do stand by. We have our Hotline documentary coming up next.